welcome back to the channel. First of all, I'd like to thank my viewer Mia for sharing this very tragic story with me. I wanted to talk about this because it's very similar to what I just talked about in another video where women have got to be very careful. This story is so tragic, and it's one of those things that we continue to hear time and time again. And so I wanted to share it because it's a very important thing that our people need to realize and to see that something very, very serious is happening here, and these things need to be addressed. They most certainly need to be addressed. We are talking about a gunman. Let me go ahead and put his image up on the screen here. There he is. A gunman shot and killed a grocery store cashier because she asked him about his face mask. Okay, so allegedly, he shot her for something so very ignorant. Loss of life. His name is Victor Lee Tucker Jr. He's age 30. And so, let me just show you here the young woman that he shot. Okay, that's an image of her. Looks like she's at her job. And her name is Laquita. This is just a senseless murder. 41-year-old Laquita Willis shot and killed because, let me put his face back up there, because this man right here was upset that she dared say anything to him about wearing his face mask. And so another thing I wanted to point out real quick before I get off into this, as I'm going through the comments, where Mia shared the comment with me, asked if we heard about this particular story that happened in DeKalb County, Georgia. One of the commenters responded to her and said, "It's tragic that people are enforcing wicked rules because Babylon told them to." So, no comment about the fact that this man shot and killed this woman. This black man shot and killed this black woman because she asked him, where's his mask? And if she's asking him this, it's apparently what her job told her to do. And so you have this commenter here who thinks it's more tragic that she's enforcing something. She's doing her job. Okay? She didn't enforce it by beating the heck out of him or pulling a gun on him. She just asked him to put the cotton picking mask on. And so you think it's more tragic that she is enforcing this than it is that this man shot and killed this woman. See, this is the type of wickedness and ignorance that happens in the so-called black community, and we don't know how to face this stuff right and properly. Okay. As I looked at that woman, she just looks like just anybody we would see. Any woman just working her job. And you know she's a cashier, so she's not making much. But this demon-filled devil didn't think anything of her life, of his own life either. Because now he's going to prison. Now, he was shot, but he survived. He and the officer that he got into it with both are in the hospital, but both are expected to live. But this woman, she lost her life because he didn't want her saying nothing to him about a mask, in which no doubt this was part of her job. This was part of her job. She was probably instructed to do so because some states, some areas still enforce the mask rule. You can't blame the cashier for what law people, those in charge, the government, you can't blame her. Or even if it's just the store that she works at, even if it's just their rule, it doesn't matter. It's not her rule. And so for this man to take this woman's life and think nothing of it, it is a very sad thing indeed that a black woman's life means nothing to these people. For a young black male to take this woman's life. And you know what's funny? I gotta say this. One of my viewers, after hearing me speak about the woman, says, the title of the video, I just did this one too. It says, "Black man shot and killed by his pregnant girlfriend for allegedly trying to choke her." Okay? Now, I have daughters, right? And I have sons. And so this man's response to that video where I'm talking about a woman defending herself from a man who was trying to choke her, he says, "Your husband needs to shut your mouth. Nobody needs your hot takes." He says, "I love you, but you are out of line with your feministic comments." I'm going to tell you right now. See, this is the kind of thing that black women continue to deal with. If we even talk about what is happening to black women at the hands of some black men, because not all of our men are like this. We have some awesome, hardworking, Yah-fearing men out here who are handling their business. How many times do we have to say that? Those brothers don't chime in because they know we're not talking about them. They are not the wife beaters. They are not the wife killers. They are not the sperm donors who abandoned their offspring. That's not them. So they don't chime in on this kind of stuff. But for this person to say my feministic comments and my husband needs to shut my mouth, exactly how do you want him to do that? See, this is why black women need to be very, very careful, because you have some people out here who think your mouth needs to be shut. And so this young man who shot and killed that 41-year-old woman, apparently he felt her mouth need to be shut for asking him to wear his mask. We as a people, we are in deep trouble. But this is why scripture says that the Most High is going to purge out the rebels, because our people just don't get it. We continue to go down this deep, dark road of wickedness, and we don't know how to face the real issues. We don't know how to repair the breaches between us, but we just want to tear it apart even more. I don't care if people call me feminist. I know that I'm not a feminist. I am a woman who has daughters. And I don't want my daughters to be victims of this kind of stuff, because some black men have such hatred for black women to where apparently they were saying that there wasn't even an argument. Some were saying that there was no conversation at all. She just said, "Look, sir, you have to wear your mask." And he just said, boom. That's sad. That's scary. So there had to be something else in this man. It couldn't have been that he was just bothered by those words. There are a lot of young black men, old black men, middle-aged black men who have such hate and detest for the black woman to where they don't care. They would rather spend the rest of their lives in jail if they could just kill one. What's sad is the other day I saw a video where a black female police officer was telling black women to be careful, because there was a black man who put out some commentary that they need to form a militia, and part of the people on their list to take out would be black women. I remember years ago when I did the trailer for Woman Thou Art Bound, there were black men. When I was doing my research, I heard videos of black men, the religious ones, okay, the Hebrew Israelite ones. Many of them can't stand black women. And these men were actually saying when Yahweh Shai, this is what they call him, comes back, that they're going to be doing this, that, and the third to these other nations. And the black woman is going to be included in those that they are going to kill. And so, let me just say this real quick. I remember back when I was doing that, I had another sister who I was asking to help me do some research on, this particular topic. And we were going to be gathering videos where brothers are saying all these kinds of things. And she said, Sister Deborah, I can't do it. This is too depressing. It is too depressing and it is vexing my spirit. And I said, Sister, I understand, because as I'm gathering this stuff, it's vexing my spirit as well. To hear our men talk about how much they hate us, how much they can't stand us, and how they prefer other women over us. And some of them talking about how they want to just kill us. I said, that's some wicked stuff right there. For men to really, black men, I don't see videos. I'm not going to get off into that. That's a whole other video. That's a whole other video. Only black people do this kind of mess. Only black people. We messed up, y'all. We have some serious problems. Anyway, I'm done with this video. In the comment section below, tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. Until next time. We hope you liked today's topic. Please leave your comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, share it like this video, and with that, we're out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.